right, Sean Zattel here with the undefeated super featherweight contender, my man Andreas Cortes, coming back to the ring May 10th in San Diego on a big card on ESPN. He'll be on that card. Andreas, man, you're still in the top 10 with the WBC and the top five of the WBO, but it's been almost a year, about 10 months since you beat Abraham Nova here in Vegas, man. How's everything been?
Everything's been real good. It was, a much needed break mentally for me. I think, that's it's good. This little break is gonna make me a much better fighter.
What do you attribute the layoff to, man?
Oh, I mean, nothing. I just felt like my body was just, asking for it. So, I'm always listening to my body. So, we decided on doing that.
Did it hurt at all? You know, you were on your way to being that number one spot for Navarrete's belt for the
Yeah.
WBO. Now you're at number five.
Yes.
Did that hurt at all, in your time off?
Not really, because I mean, you know, I know I'm the best, so I know I can get that spot real easy.
Yeah, man. What'd you think of that last fight against Nova? When you got a chance to watch it, I'm sure a couple times since you won the fight.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't at 100. So I know I could have done much better. I know I could have finished him. I mean, but if people want to, think that that's my best performance, they can go ahead and think that.
Was was that part of why you decided to take a break for a little while? Was things heading into that fight and that fight itself?
No, not at all. I just, sometimes training camps are just really heavy, and you just, your body sometimes shuts down. So you just gotta listen. I mean, there's been several fighters that I've been through that, like Virgil Ortiz.
Right.
List goes on. So sometimes you just gotta do it.
So it was more of a physical thing than mental or like
Oh
psychological
yeah,
burnout.
yeah. I mean, I was just, I just felt a little burned, but now I'm fresh and I feel better than ever.
Yeah, man. How do you feel conditioning wise going into this fight? You got the job done against Nova, but did you feel
Yeah.
like you could be in better shape or
Yeah, most definitely. I just feel like my shots weren't coming out as I wanted. So, like I said, I didn't feel myself. So, I mean, if people that have watched me and look at other fights, I definitely wasn't myself in there. But I've been working very hard to give you know, better performances and not to let that happen again.
yeah, you fight Salvador Jimenez from Spain, only one
Yeah.
loss, which was a decision fight, 12-round fight. So he's been in the 12-round fight, man. What are you looking to show in this fight? How do you think you're gonna look against Salvador Jimenez?
I'm bringing a lot of explosiveness, a lot of speed. Just I'm really looking to knock this guy out, and I'm excited to really give a great performance.
Well, yeah, Navarrete's defending the belt in the main event. Are you looking to show top rank, like, and anybody else, like, hey, again, I want that title shot?
I mean, I think that fight should have been made, instead of the fight that he's doing now. I would have been willing to go, toe to toe with him for 12 rounds, and I would have been the first one to really touch his body. So.
Yeah, so you want the smoke with the cowboy with Vaquero.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I know he eats Twinkies and drinks a lot of soda, so that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I hit him with a couple body shots, he might spit them out.
So you've been sizing him up. Have you been not just watching his fights, but yeah, sizing him up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I know he's the best currently at 130. So, I want the best fighter. I want the best fighter available. I know he's a great champion. He's been champion for however long. So I definitely want to get in there with him, and I know what I can do with them, and like I said, I'm willing to go toe to toe with him for 12 rounds.
I see a fight on in through the sunglasses, man. What you look like you're watching an old HBO fight. What are you watching? What fight are you watching?
Oh nah, it's just I heard in
Oh,
Santana, yeah.
oh, okay. That's a very random fight. Is that
Yeah,
that
it
Chia
is.
Santana? Like for
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, that's a random one. That's but
Yeah,
yeah, that's so you watch a lot of boxing, man. To
of course, of
yeah.
course.
Not all fighters do, you know that.
Yeah, every day I watch boxing. I mean, it doesn't really matter who. I mean, I love boxing. So,
Which fighters do you feel like you took the most from?
I mean, I honestly don't really know. I mean, I think I've stole a lot from you know. I think I don't really know. I mean, over the years, I've been just trying to like trying to do my own thing and not to like get too caught up in trying to do like the whole thing. Cause I mean, I was in the Mayweather camp for a while, so I did try to like, use my Philly role for a little bit, but I just feel like whatever, tributes got you here, you just got to make those better.
Yeah, because you don't fight anything. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's real hard, man. It's real hard to like copy what someone's doing. So.
Well, a lot of us like to ask you guys this, man. Who have you been able to spar in the Vegas gyms this last since the Nova fight?
I mean, I haven't. I mean, I sparred with Angelo Leo, current champion.
Yep.
I sparred him a couple of weeks ago. I mean, but other than that, not too big of names.
Did you ever spar Tank or Roach in the past?
Yeah, I've sparred. I sparred Tank. Sparred Tank.
What'd you think of his fight with Roach? Roach is 130 like you went up for that
Yeah.
fight.
I don't know. I think his hair, man. I blame his hair. Something's wrong with his hair.
So, hey, that stuff must sting, to be fair, right? I mean,
I really don't know. I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I mean, I was more excited for that Jake Paul fight and him. So
you mean him fighting Jake Paul,
yeah,
Gervonta
yeah,
fighting Jake Paul?
yeah. I was more excited for that. So I'm kind of disappointed they're not doing that.
Oh, okay, now I'm thinking you might be being sarcastic a little.
No, no, you don't.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, you don't think that would have been an entertaining fight?
Oh man, you know the phrase lowest common denominator, appealing to the lowest common denominator. You ever heard that term before?
No.
It means when you're feeding the masses some dumb shit to make money. Yeah, yeah, that would be my take on it,
Okay, but what if he knocks out Chavez? Because I think that's who he's fighting next.
bro. Chavez already lost to Anderson Silva, who Jake Paul already beat. This fight is meaningless. Like it's like
But they got a W. What title?
the WBA, which will stop. These
Yeah.
sanctioning bodies will stop at nothing to get 3% of Jake Paul, man. They'll sanction him fighting me one day if it means they can get 3% of his check. You know how it is.
I do, but I mean, hey, like, I mean, I, I was still excited. I think it would, I mean, look, like people watch WWE and know it's fake and still get excited about it. You know what I mean?
Man, we putting boxing in that realm, we're flirting with dangerous territory, bro. We get we
I
get
mean, yeah, but I mean, this at the end of the day, this is entertainment.
fair enough.
It. I mean, look at this. Like, if you put it like this, right? What would happen if Jake Paul fought Tank?
The sad part is, I'm not sure because he's so much fucking bigger than Tank that you never know. Like,
Exactly.
you'd
So
like
why
to think
wouldn't you
Tank
want
would
to see
handle
it?
his business, but they make weight classes for a reason, don't they?
Yeah, but like I said, I think it'd be, I mean, an exciting fight. I wouldn't want to see it again, but I would want to see it once. If Mayweather fought McGregor, what's the difference between Tank fighting and Jake Paul?
I mean, at least I didn't foresee this conversation breaking out, but at least Conor McGregor was the reigning UFC middleweight or whatever division welterweight champion. Technically you could sell it as the best fighter in the world in mixed martial arts against the best fighter in the world in boxing. Tank and Jake Paul is,
All
yeah,
right, all right. Now answer this one. What's the difference between James Toney and Randy Couture?
yeah, but didn't nobody buy that shit. We all that's my
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
no, you make some good points, Andreas. But just real quick back to Tank for
Yeah.
man, you make the joke about the hair juice and everything, but really I'm noticing like every fighter I ask about, they're not counting Lamont Roach out of the rematch, and they're not giving Gervonta a pass for that moment, man. Why do you think that is? Not saying they should, but
I mean, I truthfully, I mean, I thought even before that fight, Tank was levels ahead of Lamont, and I still do think that way. Sometimes, people just have off nights, and some people have really good nights. And I think it was kind of like a mixture of both. I mean, Tank obviously wasn't in that fight. I mean, we could hear it in his corner, the way he was, talking back to his coaches. So, I mean, if they rematch it, I do think we see a whole different fight. I mean, not to discredit Lamont, he took care of his business and, his stock rise, but I think it had more to do with Tank not being Tank.
do you think he wins the rematch then? He comes correct in the second fight, but pause or whatever, the kid. The,
I think, yeah, I think he probably knocks him out, man.
okay.
That's me being honest. And if they got a bet on it, that's what I'm betting.
Are you chomping at the bit to get to that level? Number five in the world. Like you get yourself you get that Navarrete fight at some point. You get your hands on a belt, then you could start talking about fighting Tank and Lamont Roach.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm being realistic. I don't think I'm there yet, but once I am there, I want the biggest fights possible. I mean, I think that's why every fighter's in boxing, to get the biggest fights.
Did you when you sparred with Tank, did it confirm to you that you could hang on that level with him?
Absolutely. It was pretty much like we were just, playing chess. It was a very close sparring. We sparred multiple times, so yeah, it was, very close each time. Not much really happened, but obviously we hit each other, but not nothing like you see on his old sparring videos where he's, beating up these dudes and it was just very, very close sparring sessions.
But you said it sounds like you said he slowed the pace down though.
Not really. I
Okay.
mean, like when he would come in, I mean, this was a while ago, but when he would come in, I would, do my thing when I would come in, pretty much, it was really the first to make mistakes. It was just really high level work.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you for the kind of giving us something in depth there, bro, and for
Yeah.
your time. Lastly, bro, are you I mean, we touched on some of it earlier, but are you bringing in a little something extra for this fight because the layoff, not getting the Navarrete fight? Are you letting some steam out May 10th?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going in there and hurting this dude. I gotta prove a point, and I think that's the only way we do it in this sport.
Well, appreciate you, bro. Get back to your
Thank
Herd
you.
Santana footage in
Thank
San
you.
Diego.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate your time, bro.